And I'm live. Ta-da! Wow, I look so washed out. I'm glowing blue. Hello. Welcome to the Mother Knows Best live show. I think that's Nicole that I see the one person. Hello. Happy Sunday. 2 people. Woo woo. Now it's a party. So it's just me today. Apparently this is Abby takes over the whole channel day. Here at the Disney Sisters. I took over the Sticker Sunday this morning, if you missed that. And now I'm here on my own with just my Disney plushies and my live show notes. Hello! Hello! Yes, it's just me today. Hope had a migraine, so she did not feel up to live streaming with me, but that's okay. Because I got you guys. So it's not just me, it's me and you, right? So today we're talking Mother Knows Best, which I'm really excited to talk to you guys about because it was interesting, I thought. This is the second month in a row we did Tangled books because I missed that I put 2 in the same poll a couple of months ago, but that's totally fine because I love Tangled and I know a lot of you guys do too because it's great and deserves all of the love. So yes, thank you, Nicole. She will appreciate that. She's hopefully will feel better by the time we're done with this. But hi Alicia, hi Emily. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm so excited. We're going to talk villains. We're going to talk Mother Gothel. We're going to talk Tangled in general. And maybe just chat about bookish things. Because that's my favorite thing to talk about. Next to Jesus, right? Yes. Hi, Elena. So, Mother Knows Best was our book for the month of August. And I, per the usual, because that's how I roll. I read it all in the last 2 days. Yes, Nicole, I agree. So this, I did not read the thing that said this is the best order they should be enjoyed in, or I maybe wouldn't have recommended we read this one when we did, because there was definitely spoilers for the other books in the series. So that's on me. That's my bad. Whoops. But it made me really intrigued now to like read the rest of them. So this might not be the last we see of this series. I'm actually not sure what the series is called, but we might have to go back and do some more because we read the Evil Queen one together like over a year ago now, I guess now. Book club's been around more than a year, but yeah, and then I read the Beast one by myself, but I definitely enjoyed it. And then this one, which, yes, I agree, mommy issues, definitely. I think I got to about the 20% mark. I was like, that explains a lot. You know, like that explains a lot of her issues with Rapunzel. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like at least I need to go back and read the ones before this one, and then maybe read this one again because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. A lot darker than I anticipated with all of the Queen of the Dead stuff going on, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad this was your favorite. That's good because I had a great time. I thought it was really enjoyable, really intriguing, lots of magic and mystery and fun things. So let me grab my notes. So I want to know from you guys, even if you didn't read this book, who is the Disney villain that you most love to hate? Who's like your least favorite in the way that you just absolutely hate them as a character because they drive you crazy? Who's that villain for you? Because for me, it's Gothel. And just the way that she treats Rapunzel is just not okay. You know, it's not okay. Madame Medusa, Alicia said, same thing. Like any of those ones that like mistreat kids, they just get to me, man. I can't. I'm not here for it, you know? So Gothel's definitely been that villain for me of like, I don't like her, and that's kind of why she's like my least favorite villain, and I think she's really well written because I hate her so much. You know what I mean? I feel like it's definitely that kind of thing for me. So y'all tell me who that is for you guys. Tiberius Work, is that Atlantis, Nicole? Am I wrong in that? But Frollo, yes, same thing. I agree. Hate him so much. He's the worst. He's so okay. Okay, yes, Atlantis. So I've only seen that once and it was a while ago, but I remember I did not like him. I will tell you that. He's not great. Another one that I don't love is Clayton from Tarzan because he like is just not a nice person. You know, he's just not a good person. Lady Tremaine, same thing. Yeah, that kind of like the ones where the main character has been emotionally or physically abused by the villain. Not about that. Not about that life, you know? It's different than like say Maleficent where just like she's sheer power and that's kind of her thing is like she's just big and likes being evil. But the ones that are like manipulative, yep, same, Nicole. Clayton and Radcliffe, same thing. Like just the ones where it's like humans against humans. It's scary and I don't like it. It's a little and like it hits a little too realistic. I think maybe that's what it is. But I will say this book definitely explained a lot as to why Gothel is the worst. Because wow, her mother. Am I right? Like, woo, that was a lot. She's a lot. And not in a good way. She's just a lot. Um, but you can kind of understand and see where she's coming from a little bit more as to later choices in her life. You get a little bit more understanding of like, well, she came from her mother, and her mother is all she's known. So that kind of explains. And it also, I thought it was really interesting how the author chose to take this route of like Rapunzel grew up in isolation, and so did Gothel, in that like Gothel was just in the woods with just her family and nobody else around her, just her family and their minions, if you will. Um, yes, yes, it's yeah. I will say this is my favorite thing about these Serena Valentino books, and what I enjoy about them so much is she actually makes these villains relatable and sympathetic characters at the beginning, and I think that's it's to be commended for her of that she really makes you feel for them. Hey Patty, no worries, it's just me today because it's we're doing this now. Hope had a migraine. She wasn't feeling well, so she's not with me today, but it's just me. And we're talking Mother Gothel and villains and how much we don't like them. Also, these are my ears from Melissa. Let me show you up close. They normally have this side because they're the Beauty and the Beast ones. And then on this side, she had the Enchantress. So I kind of like wiggled the bow around. So now they're a little more appropriate for the whole magic. Yes, yes. She does have a beautiful writing style. It's a really nice. I really enjoy reading them because they come together very well. I think she's really good at it. But yeah, these villain backstories that she's written, I've read 3 of them now, and they actually she makes me sympathetic to these villains, which I think is very good because I didn't think that was going to be possible because I don't like the villains at all. Um, you guys know this about us. We're not villain people, but like she actually makes you think, like realize that I think the way that she does it is really nice in that she makes it where you realize that the choices that they make are what lead them down that path. It's not necessarily that they're bad people. They start out as fine people, but the choices that they make and the things that happen to them kind of put them on this path. And what I really liked about this one, and what makes it really sad to me was I felt like there wasn't a point in the book where I felt like she couldn't turn around, you know? Where I didn't think that that Gothel could be redeemed if she wanted to, if she'd made that choice to like stop what she was doing and turn around and be a better person and live a better life. There was always that if she wanted to, she could, but she didn't because she didn't want to because she wanted to bring her sisters back. It was really sad. And I thought that was really good on the writing side of it, of like, she's not all bad. Like, if she wanted to, she could turn around. I think that was great. Yes, same, Nicole. I think, and the Beast one I read before we did the book club. We didn't read it as the book club, but I really liked that one in that it really made Gaston like not understandable entirely because he's still a jerk to Belle, but but it really explained a lot of like he's just a guy and he's just doing his best, you know what I mean? And all of these are kind of like they're just people who are doing what they think is best in the moment. Um Oh, thanks, Patty. They're really cute, right? We got those at Animal Kingdom and we love them because they're like Chip and Dale or Donald's Dino Bash, excuse me, but they're the Chipmunkasauruses. Um, yes, Nicole, I agree. She was. It was really sad. The sister storylines, man. This is why I cried the first time I saw Frozen because it's just like sister storylines get to me. But that one particularly, this one was like the whole thing, the whole time, all she wanted to do was bring them back. That was like her mind mission, even though they told like that whole thing of like they didn't necessarily want to come back, but like she was determined to bring them back. And it makes you wonder like if she had, what would have happened? Would it have been different? Like what at first, honestly, I thought this was gonna be the backstory for the Odd Sisters, and I was like, oh wait, what? And then I was like, no, that can't be right. But anyway, that's a different thing. I haven't read the Odd Sisters one yet, but oh good, Patty. I hope you enjoy it. I love Frozen 2. It's one of my favorite Disney movies now. So good. The music is incredible. Storyline's perfect. Frozen 2 has my whole heart. As does Tangled. I started rewatching Tangled the series because I finished the book yesterday. So I started rewatching the series last night. Still so good. It hits right, man. Which do I like better? Ew, that's hard because I like them both for different reasons. I think to me, Frozen 2 just like took what Frozen did and just like made it better. So I might say Frozen 2, but I love them both a lot. So I couldn't really choose, but I might say Frozen 2 if I was forced to. But I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that. That's totally fine. But no, it's not TMI. I cry at books all the time, Nicole. It's totally good, but I get that. Like, what I really appreciate about this book and is that she really delved into um, that thing that I love with a well-written villain of like, it's all in your choice, and like you could choose to be a good person. Like she was able, and at the beginning, she really kind of went on that we're going to make this better. We're going to make things better. Life's going to be better. And this is the thing of with this series is every time the Odd Sisters show up and I'm like, oh no, because I know it has to end bad. Because that's how these villain books go, because it's based on villain backstories. So you know how their story ends. But I actually genuinely, I was like, I felt like I wanted her to succeed. You know what I mean? I wanted her to be good. I wanted her to change the story and be a good person because she was capable of that. And then she just couldn't. And it was really sad. Me too, Patty. I have several movies like that. Most of them are Disney, but some of them are not. But a lot of movies where I can just quote along and gets me every time. Um, yes. Yeah, it's all about choices. And I thought Serena Valentino did a really good job talking about that. No, Nicole, I haven't, and I feel like it's all been spoiled for me, and now I really want to read it though, because some of the things that were in here about it, I was like, now I need to read Mistress of All Evil. really bad. So that might be showing up in the next few months. Maybe we could read that one for October because it's Maleficent, you know, kind of villainy, Halloweeny. I don't know. But yes, that one is definitely on my list. Need to read sometime soon. Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have written down? I wrote that. Just talked about that. Talked about that. Oh, this got a lot spookier than I expected at times. I did not expect the whole Queen of the Dead thing and all of the skeletons and the spooky times. I don't know, I just wasn't expecting that. But I think in my head, like, because of the way in the movie, Gothel doesn't have the magic. You know, Gothel's not the magic one. She just has access to this magic flower, or then eventually Rapunzel's magic hair. So to me, like, I was really interested going into this to see how she learned about the flower, and then, you know, because Gothel's not one of those villains that has magic. So it was one of those things. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out, and it did not go the way I expected, but it was really unique and very cool. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. As far as taking her that, like, family of witches, you're going to be Queen of the Dead someday kind of route I did not see coming, but I liked it a lot. But it was very nice because I've been in kind of a Halloween mindset because we have some fun stuff coming up in the next few months for the YouTube channel. I can't talk about any of it, but it's coming, and I've been in a very spooky mindset getting ready for it. So it was kind of nice. Like, it was kind of in that Halloween spirit. Plus, I know all my friends were like, Halloween already, which I'm not really, but that's okay. Mainly just because it's still like 100 degrees outside. It's so hot, you guys. Florida's not fun right now, and it's also storming today, which fits the vibe of the book. However, it's not super fun for me. Um, Same, Nicole. I am so ready for Christmas. It's not even funny. Like, I'm ready for Christmas. I'm not ready for Vlogmas yet, mentally or physically or anything. But Christmas, bring it on, man. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Like, I'm done with summer. I'm done with summer. I'm over it. And I'm glad in a way that it's almost September because then I'm done with summer. Oh, thanks, Nicole. I'm trying to get better at engaging with the comments. I'm usually really bad at this, but I'm working on it. I'm doing okay today. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun vlogging recently. We have a couple more park days, I think, coming up fairly soon. I have to go check the calendar. But yes, I know we have a couple more coming up, but we have had a lot of fun going to the parks. And I know all of the fall decorations are going to be coming very, very soon, which I'm really excited for because I love the fall decorations at Disney, particularly at Magic Kingdom. Something about Magic Kingdom and fall time, it's just everything. It's just everything. I love it at Christmas time too, but like the fall decorations, man, it's so good. I get you, Patty. I get that. I get that. But I am done with summer. I'm ready for it to be over. It's been like 98 to 100 degrees here every day and humid. And so I'm good, you know? And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm good with summer going away. I'm happy to welcome fall into the world again. Um, let's see. Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Did this book or anything around it, like, did it change your opinion of Gothel as a villain? Because I still kind of hate her, but like I can kind of understand more where she's coming from, which is why these villain backstory books are so interesting to me, especially when I was saying earlier, it was like Serena Valentino, I think, does a really good job of making these characters like really sympathetic, and they feel like real people. Like, if you were put in that situation, would you do the same thing, kind of a thing. So I still don't like her because what she did to Rapunzel's still not cool. But it does make me understand a little bit more where she's coming from, especially with her mother being the way she was. Kind of explains a lot of how she didn't really know any better than that. So did it change anything in your opinions on her? Also, interesting thing I was thinking about is that a lot of these villains that we've talked about, we've also chatted about the Once Upon a Time comparison, but Gothel was never in the show, which I think is kind of interesting. They had Rapunzel a couple of times, but they never did Mother Gothel, which is kind of interesting. Yes. Yeah. Same, Nicole. I mean, we don't get snow, but I want some Snope back, some of the soap snow of Disney, and some of the cooler weather. I'm so ready for cooler weather. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It changed my heart, but not my mind, because like she still did not. It was not cool what she did, but you kind of understand a little bit more who she is as a person, and I feel like it was really interesting watching her almost spiral into madness as she went. Like, just watching her get worse and worse as the book went along, as she got more desperate. It was really kind of sad, but it was interesting. I thought it was well done. I thought it was really well done. And also the way that they worked in the movie, so cool. Although it did feel like it sped up a little bit at the end, just because they're like, you already know this part. You've seen the movie a million times. You don't need this part. So they just kind of skipped over it, which is fine. But yeah. So wow, that was only 20 minutes. I talked fast. I didn't mean to do that, but here we are. So we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about more villains or what you've been reading lately, because let me tell y'all, the reading slump broke this month. Kind of, sort of, kind of did. Mainly, I just actually made myself sit down and read because I was like, this is ridiculous, and I have things to read this month, but I'm not as slumpy as I was. So, oh, Nicole, you're so sweet. I don't know. Be willing to see whatever you wanted to come up with. Not that you have to, because you don't. But I was just talking with Hope as I was getting ready for this live. I have nothing Tangled apparel, which is really not great considering how much I adore this film. Like, I have so much Beauty and the Beast now, which I love. I have a few Figment things, but um, but Tangled is one that I don't have much, and I need to work on that. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, are they those little storybook ones? They look so adorable. And I haven't read any of them, and I kind of want to because it'll take me like 20 minutes. But like, they look so cute. I just all the Disney like young readers books, everything. Oh, hi Hope. How you doing? Hints of what's coming up on the channel. What's coming up on the channel? This is happening again. Normally she's sitting next to me and she's like, "We have exciting things." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But now she's in the other room. Okay, let me think of one thing. One thing, we hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. That was wild. We're also, we might have a giveaway coming very soon having to do with that because we hit 2020 subscribers. So we have 2020 subscribers. So we might do something special for a giveaway with that because it's the year, you know. Like I said earlier, we've got some exciting things coming up in the fall time, more towards October. Maybe some spooky things. But you didn't hear that from me. Uh, and then let me think. We have more vlogs coming, I think. We did some filming earlier today, and we opened some Wishables, and we opened some pins that are brand new. Like, we found them the other day while we were at Hollywood Studios, and they haven't technically released yet. That's how exciting that is. So we opened those today, and so that video will be coming probably in the next couple of days. Okay, Ariel's and Anna's are our favorite. I will check those out because they really look cute, and I kind of really want to read them. So, um, thank you guys. We're so excited. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been over 2 years now that we've been doing this, and we feel life has been whack lately. It's been crazy, and so we've been. I feel like we maybe missed a little bit, let it get away from us a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting back on it. The vlogs are coming back. The parks are open again. So yeah. So we're gonna do our very best to keep the content coming. It'll, yeah. That's I think all we had to say. Hope, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're still in the chat. Let me see. Oh, that's okay. I mean, Patty, there's always a chance. There's a very good chance, actually, because we're giving away some fun stuff. So you're gonna want to enter, whenever that happens. Should be soon. Okay. Okay. So maybe I'll skip Cindy. Just read the rest, but that I will try to do sometime soon. Oh yes, Food and Wine. I forgot about Food and Wine. Food and Wine's coming, like, officially. Like, it's already been kind of going on, but like it's officially starting in the next couple of weeks, I think. So that will be happening. We getting some more merchandise. Cause y'all, the pins I saw today, I think they just dropped the pin designs today. I'm so hyped. There's some really, really cute ones. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for Food and Wine. And I think they're opening up some more food booths. September 1st. Okay, yeah, so it's coming real soon. Like, later this week soon. Which is so exciting. It feels wild. It doesn't feel like we should already be back at Food and Wine time. But here we are. Anybody else feel like it's weird that it's September? Almost in 2 days? Me. I feel like I just had a birthday and now I'm gonna have another one. That doesn't feel right to me in my head. But that's okay. Because, God's still good. Books are still great. We're doing good. Am I wrong? And Food and Wine's back. We should do a live Q&A. We keep talking about it, and then every time we plan to do it, something comes up and we don't. But sometime that'll be coming. Thank you, Hope, for doing that. Yes, we will be eating all of the things. I've been twice to Epcot now. 3 times? I think it's 3 times, actually, that I've been now. And the food this year, so good. It's so good. Follow us on Instagram. We do more of the park days live on Instagram. I mean, we don't go live, but like we update as we go on Instagram. So yes, it's very true, Nicole. That is a very good way to put it. This year, seriously, is the weirdest year. It has flown by, and I'm like excited for next year. And also, I am very happy that we're already to fall time. We're already here. We're already doing it. Like, it's already fall and Christmas time almost. I've been waiting all year for this, and I don't say that lightly. Oh, sorry, my ears are like sliding down my head. This always happens to me. Best Disney book you've ever read and worst Disney book you've ever read. Ooh. Y'all answer this too in the comments. Patty asked the best Disney book you've ever read and the worst Disney book you've ever read. That is difficult. So actually, I think I do have a worst. I really did not like Alice in Wonderland. If y'all remember that from a couple of months ago, that's the first time we've read one as a book club, and I just really it was not for me. And so that's probably my answer, but I know a lot of people love it, and that's totally fine. Like you're allowed to love a book I don't. That's totally okay. And then best Disney book you've ever read from Disney. Ooh, I really liked the Twisted Tales ones that I've read so far. So I loved As Old as Time. That was probably my favorite one, which is the Beauty and the Beast Twisted Tales. I really liked Conceal Don't Feel too, though. That was the Frozen one. I did enjoy that a lot. So those are probably my favorites. I'm like trying now to go back and think through the ones we've read. Yeah, those are probably my favorites. I've really enjoyed the Twisted Tales ones, which is a good lead in. Thanks for that, Patty. It's a good lead in for the announcing the September book. So this month, the vote was a landslide, you guys. This book, I think you guys really wanted to read it, and I'm really excited because I really want to read it too. Sorry, now I'm just like totally fun. Seeing Nicole's, yes, Peter and the Starcatchers. I forgot about Peter and the Starcatchers. I love that book in that series. I loved it so much. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the Splintered series is not great. And now I've heard it from you. It's even further confirmed in my head. Probably not going to go there, but I did really love the Lunar Chronicles a lot. I still have to read Winter, but the first three, excellent. Loved those. Peter and the Starcatchers, like I said, probably one of my faves. It was one of my favorite books when I was like a young teen, and now rereading it when we did it for the book club, it was just like it's so nice to go back to back to my childhood, As Old as Time. And I want to read the rest of the Twisted Tales. I just haven't taken the time to do that yet. But I'm gonna get one more because September we are reading. Drumroll. This is boring by myself. We are reading So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lim, which is the Cinderella Twisted Tales, which I think the question it asks is, what if Cinderella had never tried on the glass slipper? So I'm really interested. I'm really intrigued. It sounds almost, from reading the description, it sounds similar to like the storyline of Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, which is one of my favorite Disney sequels. It's so good. So I'm really excited to see how that works out. I'm really excited to read it, and I hope you guys are too. Also, the cover is beautiful, but that's just like a side note. That's not important in any way, but that's just a side note. But yes, so we're reading So This Is Love. I'm very excited. It's Hope's favorite princess, so she actually said she might read it with me. She might read it too. We'll see if that happens. But I'm really excited. Oh no, Nicole, now I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous for Winter. I love those characters. I don't want anything to happen to them. But it's good for, good book that makes you cry. It's always good. Yes, I see. I told you she'd be excited. Hope's very excited because Cinderella. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is our first Cinderella book that we've read together. Am I wrong in that? I don't think so. So that is awesome. Okay. Have you read this one yet, Nicole? Have you read So This Is Love yet? Because I'm curious, because I haven't, but I've only read 2, and I really loved them both. So, yes, I'm very excited. I will be posting this in the Facebook group just to make sure everybody gets notified, because I think Holly wanted to read this one, and maybe Heather. I can't remember, but I remember some people were like, we want to read this one, and I was like, okay. So I put it in the poll, and I'm very excited that you guys picked it. The other 2 were the original Peter Pan and Basil of Baker Street, which I still want to read. I think I might read that on my own because I love The Great Mouse Detective, and I wasn't aware it was a book until I started putting all this book club stuff together, and now I really want to read it, and one of my friends read it and really loved it, so like now I need to read it. But okay, good, yay. So it's going to be a new adventure for all of us, which I'm very excited about. And we're going to get some Magical vibes. Yes. Okay. I knew someone was reading it. I thought maybe it was Heather. Yeah, obviously, no pressure to Heather because she's doing amazing and we love her and our prayers are with her and we're so proud of her and I love her so much and all my prayers and thoughts are with her and all of that. But yeah, so that's our September read. Really excited for that. The live show will probably be at the end of the month. Let me pull up my calendar here while I'm clicking. I don't know when it'll be because the 30th is a Wednesday. So we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'll make it announcement sooner in the month than I did this time because I'm determined this time. Like I'm gonna get this information out to you guys before 2 days before this live because I'm gonna get better about that. I'm not sure if I can share yet, Patty, but just keep her in your prayers and everything. Yes, Nicole, actually I will go and put it in my planner somewhere sooner so I keep in mind that it's coming. Hi Josh, how you doing, man? It's been a while since I've talked to you. I actually do not like sushi. I'm not a sushi fan, but I'm not a raw fish person anyway. So like, so no, it's not my favorite. But actually, have I even tried sushi? Yes, I did once, and I did not like it. And I'm one of those people, honestly. If I don't like something one time, like I'm never eating it again. I need to work on that. Like, um. Oh, cool, Patty. I mean, I'm not above sushi merch. Like the frushi. Do we have a frushi? We don't have a frushi in here. We had the frushi wishable from Flower and Garden Festival Wishables. Um, like I like the frushi, okay, and I'm not above like sushi merch. I just don't like eating it. um, but yeah, the food and wine merch all looks really cute and Figment's on everything and it's very exciting for me. Every time there's an Epcot festival, like Figment stuff gets a little boost and it makes me happy because he's like kind of the unofficial official Epcot mascot and it just makes me so happy. Yeah, that's a good question, Alicia. Josh, are you coming to Food and Wine? Going to Food and Wine? Seeing Food and Wine? Eating Food and Wine? Oh, cool, cool. Oh, right, you're here, aren't you? Wait, I don't know, man. I lose track of everybody. I know there's like several people who are coming soon, have trips soon, and I completely lose track. Um, they have a little bit of the food and wine food, like the filet mignon is food and wine. And the cheesy bread. Like some of the booths are open, but not everything yet. So I think that all opens on Tuesday, September 1st. It's true, Patty. I see Figment, I get happy. See, Figment's up here right now. We got the little topiary one. I feel like he's definitely in other places around here, but I don't know. Um, but yes, Figment makes me happy. There are some things in Disney that just pure joy. Figment's one of those for me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry we missed you, man. But man, I'm telling you guys, life has been a whirlwind recently. Yes, Nicole, you need to come. Well, maybe you need to come. Obviously, like here's the thing. We're gonna work on doing the proper like sit down recap of the parks and everything coming very soon now that we've done Hollywood Studios. Because basically we kept putting it off and then it was so close to going to Hollywood that we were like, we might as well just wait and do them all. So that will be coming soon. But the main thing that I just want to tell people is like, my ears are falling off my head. But the main thing I want to tell people is like, it's up to you if you feel safe to come because like some people might not, and that's fair. Like, we can't tell you, yes, definitely come. You might not feel great being here. So like, but if you wanted to plan a trip, I would not say no. Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the sushi flower pot would be Flower and Garden, but like some of the food, I think the Impossible sliders are Food and Wine, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while that like everything is like all together. Patty, I've actually thought about a Figment Disney Bound, so that might be coming sometime in the future. I don't know if it'll be Food and Wine, but I've had the thought. It's crossed my mind. I've had it. It's percolating back there, you know. Okay, Josh, the new book is So This Is Love for September. So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lim, which is a Twisted Tales based on Cinderella. Mother Knows Best we just read for August. It was about Rapunzel. It was about Mother Gothel, technically. Her kind of backstory and how everything happened. So in September, we're going to read So This Is Love, which is based on the question, what if Cinderella had never tried on the glass slipper? And by the description, I would say it's very similar, maybe in vibes to Cinderella 3, which I love. So I'm really excited. You can still read it, Josh. You can always still read it. I've recommended it. Actually, I really enjoyed it. I think you would really like it. It was very intriguing, very fun. I liked it a lot. So I recommend. 2 thumbs up from me. But yeah, I'm really excited. We're gonna get some Cinderella fun up in here, which maybe I can borrow. I actually be able to borrow Cinderella ears from Hope next month for the live show because I don't have any Tangled ones. So these are just like my Beauty and the Beast Enchantress ones. We're gonna go with that because magic. That makes sense. Yeah. So yes, all the Cinderella love. Cinderella's great. I love her. So I'm really excited to see what her book is going to be like. So, hello to all the people who are joining us. I see the number is going up a little bit, and that makes me happy. One Disney book you are dying to read. Well, I'm really excited about So This Is Love for next month. I'm really hyped for that. And now I'm really excited. I want to go back and read the rest of this series that I missed. Mistress of All Evil, I'm really interested in because Maleficent is one that I'm very intrigued by always. Always. Yes, Josh, we have officially, as of this week, we've been to all 4 parks. We went to Hollywood Studios on Tuesday, and that was the last one we had. And yeah, so yes, we've officially been. We've been back to Epcot a couple of times now, because we can't stay away too long. You guys know this. But yeah, so officially we have seen all 4. We've been to all 4, and yeah, we have a lot of thoughts about Hollywood Studios. If y'all saw that vlog, the beginning of the day was not the best, but it definitely picked up and we ended up having a wonderful time. So, hi Mary, thanks for joining. Oh, The Queen's Shadow. Yes, I want to read that one too. Padme's so cool and I feel like she doesn't get enough love and I just haven't taken the time to read it because I haven't been in like I get in Star Wars moods where I'm like everything Star Wars and I'm like in a fairy tale setting brain set right now. So like I've been reading so many fairy tale retellings recently. So if y'all need fairy tale retellings, I am your girl. I can recommend some great ones. uh, okay, bye Josh. Yes. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining just for a little bit. Yes, Maleficent is always intriguing. I think her story is just one that I really like how the movie Maleficent went. Like, it kind of took it in that kind of, is she a super bad person? It's that thing we were talking about earlier where none of them are really awful people. They just make bad choices. And they don't go about things in the best way. And my ears are making a mess of my hair, but you know, it's fine. That's what mini ears do, right? Bye. Thanks for coming on. Yes, I love her too, Nicole. I haven't she doesn't get enough love, you know. Padme deserves a lot more than she gets, especially in the movie. She deserved better, but we're not gonna talk about that. Okay. Least favorite villain, Patty wants to know. Least favorite as in like I hate them the most, because that would probably be Mother Gothel and Frollo. We were talking a little bit about that earlier. But least favorite in the kind of like meh about them, I'd probably I don't really care too much for Cruella de Vil. I'll say that one. Because like to me, we when we read 101 Dalmatians as the book club, the thing about Cruella to me is she's kind of like a lower tier villain comparatively speaking to the others. Like she's not that bad, really. I mean, she's not a nice person and she wants to make a coat out of dogs, but like she's not pure evil or magic or anything. So she's just kind of meh. So I'd probably say Cruella. Yeah, she's like a B level. She's like a B level villain, you know. I feel like she gets more credit than she should have been. So oh my gosh, Ewok hats. I love them. I mean, I will say, like, I often get in the Star Wars mood, but for me, like, I'm not in a I'm in a more of a fantasy mindset than a sci-fi right now. So definitely, once I get back into the sci-fi mindset, though, Queen Shadow is going to be on the list of things to read. Okay, 100 Acre Woods gang. Who do you think is the craziest one? I mean, I feel like that has to be Tigger, right? Like, I think we have to give that to Tigger. He's kind of the wild child of the group. Like the others are pretty chill till Tigger shows up. Right? Anybody else? Do you agree? Disagree? Who would you say? Not that we're I mean, yeah. I'm always down to talk about Winnie the Pooh. Don't get me wrong. But what I think I love about Winnie the Pooh is it doesn't really have a villain. Like the Heffalumps and Woozles are like the villains of the originals, but then you have Pooh's Heffalump movie, kind of takes that whole thing away. So there's not really a bad guy, and I think that's wonderful. Like it kind of is so familiar of like childhood playtimes and stuff. Is Joy a villain? That's a very good question. But I feel like this is okay. Here's the thing. I think Joy would have had maybe the ability to be one, but I think she made correct choices further down the line. I feel like she could have made very wrong choices and gone very wrong, but I think she kind of pulled it back. You know. You know. Do you get where I'm going with that? Does that make sense? I feel like there was potential for her to be a bit of a villain, but she kind of pulled it back at the last minute. Which another one who did that, Pixar's really good at that, walking that line. But can we talk about Gabby for a second? Because they really set her up to be a villain, and I was really happy with the way they took Gabby's storyline. I thought that was great. That's all I'm gonna say. Toy Story 4. Do you think Owl is annoying? No, actually, I find Owl delightful. Hope finds Owl really annoying. I do not. I think he's really funny. And to me, honestly, Owl kind of I feel like I can be a bit of an owl sometimes. So so I'm not too annoyed with Owl. But yeah. Yeah, Tigger's definitely the crazy one. But that's kind of his thing, you know. He's the crazy one of the friends. Um Kanga and Rue definitely deserve all of the love. I love Kanga and Rue, and I think they're wonderful. And yeah, I agree. Kangaroo deserve a lot more love. Oh, and Gopher. Yeah, Gopher is interesting because Gopher's not in the books. He was distinct to the movies, and I think they just kind of threw him in there at the last minute because they needed kind of a bit of a comic relief moment there. So I do love Gopher. I think he's really funny, but he doesn't get like he doesn't have much development or anything. He's not really much of a character. But I would watch a movie about Gopher. If you want to know the truth, I would. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Nicole. See, that's the thing. I feel like she was definitely going down that path, and they really, I love how Inside Out kind of talked about that toxic positivity kind of thing of like if you're, you need to feel all of the feelings, not just the happy ones, or it's detrimental. It's not good for you. And so, yeah, they definitely did a good job with that. Yeah, Gabby just I feel like Gabby actually has a very similar storyline to Jessie, but they're so different in personalities that like their story's kind of different, but like their backstories are pretty similar, I feel. Which one do I relate to most? I'm a mix of Pooh and Piglet. Pooh and Piglet are like my two. I used to be very Piglet, but now I think I've veered more Pooh. So I'm like a mix of the two. What about you guys? Because I want to know. We talked about this, I think. I feel like we talked about this when we did read the books. But I think the 100 Acre Wood characters make a very nice cast of like, you can put yourself in as one of them. Like they're very diverse in personality, which I think is really cool. I love Eeyore, so that's good. Mm. All right, so we've been going for about an hour. Good job, guys. I found an hour worth of stuff to talk about. um, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Um, yes, Pooh is just like so relatable. I love him so much. Oh, I can totally see that, Nicole. Yeah, I totally can see that. That's awesome. Blue or pink, that would be Aurora? Patty? Not Cinderella? Am I wrong? Oh, well, no, actually, she does have blue and pink too, doesn't she? They both do. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, Cinderella, I like her ball gown personally better, but I love the pink dress too. I just think it's a lot. Like I would never wear the pink dress, but I would definitely wear the ball gown. You know what I'm saying? Um, Aurora, I'm actually a blue dress Aurora. If I had to pick one personally, that's where I would go. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, I think. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I agree that too. It was a very special dress because of my Singapore. That's true. That's true. It's just like the blue one is so sparkly, you know what I mean? I love a good sparkly ball gown. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully, hope we'll be feeling better next month. Um thanks so much, guys. Um and yes, so September we're reading So This Is Love by Elizabeth Lim. Speaking of Cinderella, we're going to talk more about her next month. I'm sure Hope will be very excited because we'll get to talk all things Cinderella. Yeah, so have a great week, everybody. Read all good things. And we will see you later. We have some fun videos coming this week, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I don't know how else to end this. So thanks for coming. Glad you could make it. I hope you all enjoyed the book, and I hope that you can join us for the next one. And I will see you later. Bye.